At Sketch, we usually have music going on in the background. We did have to have a certain set of rules back before the pandemic when there was a lot of people in the space because some songs were really triggering and would like really activate people during art making.
Loud talking, like loud expression when emotions get loud.
If somebody is shouting around me or shouting in a particular way, I'll feel that internally. And sometimes I can't differentiate whether or not the person is actually angry with me or if they're just needing to say things loud because that's their personality.
Sometimes it's not necessarily what somebody says that really sticks with me, it's how they say it. When you feel a particular emotion in the sound of somebody's voice.
I remember a quiver in a voice. I can hear the frustration or I can hear the tone. There's an urgency in their tone, sometimes very loud. I don't want to say aggressive, just passionate. Like it's just real passion around the emotion, either anger or like sadness or frustration. Like those emotions kind of come through in their voice, like vibration of the way that they're speaking. That's fueled by the emotion around what they're trying to say. And oftentimes I feel comes from a place of not being heard.
You don't think about a lack of sense as sensory experience. It can be very overwhelming if you are used to having almost a consistent backdrop of that sense.
So it's like the silence of when conflict's happening. Like there was music playing, everyone was chatting, but then when crisis or conflict happens, it's just like this really unnerving quietness. It's almost like a record scratch. It's like suddenly everything goes quiet. You feel this tension in the air. And maybe there is music playing, but we're all like so focused that we can't even hear it, you know? And it's just like the conflict is everything.
You move from either being deeply engaged or a history of engagement, and then you're coming in, it's just silent. Like that's very loud. That's a very loud indicator of where everybody's at. You hear your heartbeat more, right? Like you hear your heartbeat in the silence. Like it's kind of a loudspeaker silence in your heartbeat. And different people in the room are going to experience those things depending on where they're getting impacted or where they're participating in harm.
It's almost like very haunting because like you remember and you hear these things and you're wondering what you're hearing.